Good morning, everybody. I'm going to give it just a moment, make sure I'm connected as always, and get myself in position here. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. I have moved from my office down to my workout space. It's a little less aesthetically pleasing, so if this works, I'm going to have to move some of my pillows and props down here. I have a few, but it's not quite as comfortable as the little meditation sanctuary I set up upstairs. But the internet signal is stronger down here, and I know some people were having trouble connecting last week. So I am trying to troubleshoot that. It's a learning progress all the way through. But good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. This morning's meditation is going to be pretty simple. We're going to focus on using the breath to quiet the mind, quiet the body, and hopefully cultivate a sense of inner peace, whether it's just for the duration of the meditation or hopefully something that you can carry with you through the rest of the day. So with that in mind, if you're not already, find a comfortable seat. Shift this just a bit so I can see, but you don't need to see me. So if you want to shift away from your screen or if you're holding on to a device, you can put that down, whatever is comfortable for you. I'm sitting on a mat with some pillows propped up behind me. You can sit like me on the floor. You can be seated on a chair. You can be supported by your back. You can have your legs out in front of you. You find whatever is a comfortable seat for you. And again, you don't need to see me. So you can turn away, you can recline, whatever is the easiest for you. You just don't want to be slouched over because you really do want your lungs to be able to open, your diaphragm to be able to open. So either sit up straight or you can recline back, but as long as your chest is open and your heart is open. So find this comfortable seat and just shift back and forth if you need to make sure you feel grounded, feel equally supported on each side of the buttocks or in each leg. And making space in the spinal cord, let's just reach up through the crown of the head. A little micro movement, doesn't have to be too extreme. It might just be energetically, but just feel yourself lengthen through the spine, all the way through the crown of the head, as if you were just creating a little bit of space in between each of your vertebrae. With this length in mind, you can again recline back or stay upright. You can fix your support pillows, whatever feels comfortable for you. Take a few moments to stretch out your fingertips, really stretch your fingers wide, and then make fists, and then stretch again, and make fists. If you're like me early in the morning, your extremities tend to feel a little tight, maybe a little swelly. It's good to just wake them up a little bit so that they're not nagging at you while you're trying to focus. Next time you make fists, roll out your wrists in one direction and then the other. You can add in your arms. Make circles with your arms, as big or as small as feels good this morning. And when you feel ready, you can let your hands come down to your lap, either on your thighs or in your lap or down by your side or on armrests, whatever's comfortable. Let's bring the shoulders towards the ears and then bring them back and bring your shoulder blades down your back. Shake your head, yes and no. And if it's comfortable for you, you can make head circles slowly in one direction. And then slowly in the other direction. And taking any other final micro movements you need to work out all of the fidgets, to get your body ready to focus and relax. And when you're comfortable doing so, you can either close your eyes or cast your gaze downward. Most people think of yoga as the movements we do, the postures we do, but truly yoga is the preparation of the body for meditation. Meditation is the ultimate goal of yoga. So when we move, even if it's just for those few moments at the beginning of meditation, the goal is to get the body ready to sit quietly so that the mind can focus. So here we are, seated comfortably. Remind yourself that there's nowhere else you need to be, nowhere else you'd rather be. And for the next 20 minutes, you're taking care of you, focusing, healing, cultivating this sense of inner peace. Bring your focus to your breath. At first here, just noticing how you're breathing. Mornings are an interesting time for breathing. Sometimes we're still waking up, and so it might feel lethargic or it might feel slow. You might benefit still from the deep breath of sleep if we haven't jostled ourselves too much. Some of us may have already exercised, and so our breath might be a little more labored or a little more staccato. Without judging it, without trying to change it, just listen to what your breath's telling you about how you feel right here, right now. Now let's take one deep inhale all the way, filling your lungs completely, all the way to the top, filling your belly, filling your lungs, filling your throat. Take one more sip when you get to the top and hold it, and then sigh it out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale deeply, expand the belly, expand the lungs. Fill all the way up through your throat. When you get to the top, take one more sip and sigh it out. Now sealing the lips, moving to only inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Notice for a moment the length of your inhale. Count to yourself how many beats. It takes you to complete an inhale. Focus your mind on counting. If you choose to lengthen your inhale, if you want to add one more beat, you can do so. As long as it feels relaxed and supportive and not labored or strained. And now each time you inhale, stop at the top for roughly half the amount of counts of your inhale. So if you're inhaling for 4, you'll pause for 2 and then let it go. Counting on your inhale, pausing at the top for half the length, and then letting it go. And then one more add-on. Count our inhale. We'll pause at the top for half the length, and then exhale for the same amount as your inhale. So if you're inhaling for 4, you'll hold for 2, you'll exhale for 4. If you have an odd number in there, don't worry too much about it. Just choose roughly half. Continue this pattern, inhaling to your count, holding for half, exhaling to your count. And as you focus on the counting, draw your attention to your sense of smell, continuing to count the breath. Notice if there's anything that you can smell right now. It might be soap that you use to wash your hands. Maybe you've made a cup of tea or brewed a pot of coffee. Maybe it's a faint smell of the outside, laundry. Continue to count your breaths. Notice that these smells can exist around you without changing your focus, without changing your state of being. That anything that comes and goes through your sense of smell is just that, a passing scent. Your focus stays on your counting. Inhale, holding for half. Exhale. Letting your sense of smell go. Letting any judgment or reaction to those odors fall away. Your focus staying inward, right here, right now, with your breath. Now notice any sounds around you. For me, it's the ticking of the clock in this room. Maybe there are other people up and about in your home, making noise, walking around, clanking in the kitchen. Maybe you're somewhere where you can hear cars driving by or birds chirping. Remind yourself as you continue to count your inhale and your pause at the top, and then count your exhale, that these sounds cannot take you away from your focus. These sounds have no impact on your ability to go within. You are disconnected and non-attached from their source. They don't have the power to change you, to distract you, to frustrate you. As you continue to count your breath, know that any sounds come across during the day are neutral, and you have control as to how you take them on board or choose to let them go. Continuing to breathe. Counting your inhale. Holding for half of the count. Exhaling for a full count. Let go of all sense of sound. Bring your focus now to your sense of touch. The feeling of the floor or the chair supporting you. The air on your skin. Are you warm? Are you cold? Can you feel the material of your clothing? Any soft or hard edges nearby? As you continue to breathe here, counting your inhale, holding at the top, counting your exhale. Know that you are in control of how your body feels. At any moment in your day, you can move, you can stand, you can shift, and your mind can stay unattached, unbothered by the sensations around you. Feeling is neutral. It is simply a signal to the mind to make an adjustment so that you can go back to focus. Continuing to count your breath. Notice how when the mind is focused on an action, an activity as simple as counting, how you can control the sensations around you. You are in control of how your mind behaves, and you can let that sense of touch go. Thinking for just a moment about the sense of taste. Maybe you already had breakfast this morning, or a cup of coffee or tea. Maybe you brushed your teeth. Think about the ways in which the sense of taste comes into play in your day. Enjoyment, nourishment. Continue to count your breath, inhaling to a full count, holding for half, exhaling for a full count. And as you focus here, remind yourself that the sense of taste is neutral, that your reaction to it gives it power, and that this tool of taste is here for you to control. It serves your ability to be full and nourished and calm and healthy. Otherwise, know you have the power to let it go. And always return to the breath. And now, even though we have our eyes closed, let's bring our attention to the sense of sight. Continuing to count our breaths, equal on the inhale, holding half at the top, full count on the exhale. See in your mind's eye the numbers as you count them. Visualize what you're focused on. See each number as you count up on your inhale. See the numbers hold at the top. See the numbers count down on your exhale. And as you continue to count, think for a moment about all of the ways sight comes into play in your day, helping you move around without bumping into things, productivity in your work, your ability to see your loved ones, and also think for a moment about ways in which it might not serve you. Overindulgence in screen time, straining to do too much work, and as you sit here counting and watching the numbers with your eyes closed, feel how your sense of sight can still aid you even when you're focused internally. You can rest and restore and focus inward with this scent as much as you need it outwardly. So know whenever you're feeling frazzled, overwhelmed, frustrated, when your eyes feel strained or out of focus, at any point in your day, you can close your eyes, count your breath, remind yourself that you are in control, Visualize and let go. Bringing your attention just for one moment back solely to the breath, solely to your count. Inhaling for a full count, holding at the top for half, exhaling for a full count, continuing this pattern. Feel this focus. Feel all of the signals and pressures and distractions of your five senses wash away. Here in this focused inward state, we're tapping into our sixth sense. This is not just woo-woo psychic ability. Our sixth sense is our intuition, our inner voice. And sometimes quieting the other five, those dominant external five senses, and going within, tapping into that internal sixth sense, our intuition, our inner voice. This is where we find our true north. This is where we remind ourselves what is important. And this is where we find for ourselves a moment and potentially and hopefully a lasting sense of peace. Take just a few more breaths here. And if you haven't already, you can let the counting go, knowing that that is a quick and easy tool to come back to at any point in your day when you need to remind yourself of this focus and reconnect to that sixth sense, that intuition, this sense of inner peace. Bring your hands to heart center, thumbs pressed against the chest, connecting to your heart, pinky fingers facing outward toward the world, connecting your heart to all of the hearts around you. I thank you for being here. The light and love and inner peace in me honors the light, the love, and inner peace in each of you. Namaste. Thank you for being here, everyone. I will talk to you very soon. Check out my Facebook page for the upcoming events, and I'll also be posting event pages for each of those soon. Have a great day.